The following is a presentation of the Missouri Sports Network.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to Missouri Milestones, the podcast here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Missouri Milestones, the podcast, are members of the 1,000-point club. That's all you've had to have done is score 1,000 points in your high school career in the state of Missouri. There's no secret handshakes. There's no membership dues. Just score 1,000 points and you get to that list, which is now climbed to over 2,600 points. And I encourage you to stay for segment 2, or the last segment of this show. We'll get to visit with Rod Gorman. We'll talk more about that. And before anyone sends me a text that says I'm wearing the same clothes as I did yesterday on the podcast, that's because we're filming it the same day. So I did not sleep in these clothes, ladies and gentlemen. But anyway, guy who come alongside Kent Mueller. And Kent, how's it going?
Well, fine, and thank you for explaining why I'm wearing the same shirt also. And first of all, I want to alert everyone to be sure to stay to the end of our Missouri Milestones interview of the week. You won't want to miss this one. Guy was able to chase down Rod Gorman, and that resulted in a great conversation. Rod scored 1,069 points before graduating from Licking High in 1983. Those two get into a lot more than just scoring on the basketball court. Guy and Rod will take the stage in block 2 of this broadcast, and we'll be right back after these words from our sponsors.
The Walnut Street Inn is located in the heart of Springfield on historic Walnut Street, just blocks away from the Missouri State Campus, Hammons Field, Great Southern Arena, and downtown Springfield. The Walnut Street Inn features newly remodeled rooms, breakfast served daily, and a friendly, accommodating staff. The Walnut Street Inn is also a great venue for private events. Book your stay or get more information at walnutstreetin.com or call 417-864-6346.
Imagine a bank that goes where you go, creating seamless solutions for every step in your financial journey, allowing you to manage your money the way you want to, with a banking relationship that makes every day extraordinary. Imagine a world full of possibilities, always within reach. Central Bank. We do banking better.
Hey, welcome back to Missouri Milestones, the podcast here on the Missouri Sports Network. Guy who come alongside Kent Mueller. Kent, has it been fun?
Yes, it's been great fun assembling the Missouri Milestone list. I knew there would be a lot of names, but I had no idea how real and live the list would become. The interactions I've had with those who have sent these names to us and family members of those listed and with the athletes themselves have made this much more than an exercise of listing names and numbers. It is so much more than that. These aren't seasons of basketball. These aren't names that are on a page or numbers that are on a page. They are entire careers condensed down onto one line and to a few words and numbers. The conditioning, the practices, the shot after shot in the gym, and yes, at various times during their high school careers, the blood, the sweat, and the tears, but also the joy of winning, the satisfaction of achieving goals, the camaraderie of the team, the lifelong lessons learned, and that means those lessons are still with them today. Every line on these lists, every number on these lists, there is more meaning than we can ever know. We are in some of the great stories from yesteryear and also from the current seasons as they newly unfold. We will have as much as time allows.
And a note to our followers, and if you're not a follower, you need to be one. Go to our Facebook page and give us a like. Go to the YouTube page and subscribe. Time to follow us on Twitter at playing_on_sports and at scoreboard guy on Twitter or X as well. And, you know, as you look back as I look back, and we've been doing this now 63 weeks. We started with Where Are They Now Wednesdays, which airs Wednesdays throughout the season. We finished up our 63rd episode yesterday. That's 63 consecutive Where Are They Now Wednesdays, talking about folks at all levels. You can go to our YouTube page and pull that up. That is archived there automatically at Missouri Sports Network on YouTube. It's also on our Facebook page, as well as being at our website. So I encourage you, hey, do us a favor, drop us lines, send us emails, whatever you need to do. But and if you've got someone that could be on the list, or you've got someone that you think would be a great interview, hey, fire us a note and we'll do what we can to get them on.
Well, and as I noted earlier, you will be hearing from Rod Gorman in Block 2. He is a graduate of Licking High, finishing his 1,069-point career in 1983. Don't miss that conversation between Guy Newcomb and Rod Gorman. And that is impressive. And what is also impressive is how scoring 1,000 points can be a family affair. We have identified many athletes on our list who are connected to others on the list through family connections. I'm going to go through some of them today that seem like obvious connections, but this is where we need your help. A common last name at the same school is a strong indicator, but then that isn't a sure thing. Two at the same last name, 4 years apart, appear to be siblings. They could also be cousins or not related. 25 years apart could be parent-child, uncle-nephew, or not related at all. This is where we want and need your help. If you see multiple entries on our list who are related, please let me know. We will be adding linked pages to these listings where we have additional information. Some of the information can be family connections. Please let us know about siblings, cousins, father-child, mother-child, aunts, uncles, and yes, grandparents who are on the list. We especially need help with the girls list, as names can change when people get married. So as you review our massive list, please think about family connections and let me know about those at playingonsports@gmail.com. Let's look at a few on the list who might be related to each other. We are talking about basketball bloodlines. At Herman High, we have Trent Anderson, class of 2020, and Parker Anderson, class of 2023. Anyone from Herman out there who can help us out? Are they brothers, cousins, related at all? This one seems to be intergenerational. We are looking at Marion C. Early High. In 1977, Larry Arts graduated with 1,304 points, and in 2011, Sean Arts completed his high school career with 1,449 points. Did Sean pass his father, or was it his uncle? There is a similar situation at Sullivan High. Justin Bierman scored 1,386 in his career that ended in 2014. Is Gary Bierman, a 1972 grad, the father or uncle, who is still 29 points ahead of the family scoring tree? Tyler Bredehoft and Jordan Bredehoft graduated from St. Paul Lutheran in Concordia 3 years apart. Brothers, cousins, or just teammates? We have 3 entries from Norwood, Shane, JD, and Dustin Chadwell, who each scored 1,000 and combined for 3,237 from 1991 to 2013. Can someone link us through that family tree? Keaton and Travis Cook scored 19 years apart, graduated 19 years apart from Licking High. They combined for 2,709 points. And what about Andrew and Aaron Dalton of Ava? Aaron graduated in 1996 with 1,309 points, and Andrew graduated in 2022 with 2,426 points. Father, son, uncle, nephew? Please let us know. Guy, here are some names I think you are familiar with. I'm talking about Ash Grove High, and specifically the Nicholson family. Here are the Nicholsons that we have on our list. Brian Nicholson graduated in 1978 with 2,009 points. Jeremy Nicholson graduated in 2003 with 2,179 points. Shane Nicholson scored 2,088 points in high school by the time he graduated in 2005. Evan Nicholson, graduate of 2009, 1,078 points. And Brady Nicholson, who graduated just recently in 2024 with 2,338 points. What can you tell us, Guy?
Well, I tell you what, that Nicholson family in entirety are great athletes. The grandfather, who's not on this list, was also a tremendous athlete. Jeremy Nicholson was one, set a NCAA record when he scored a touchdown and a three-pointer on the same day when he attended Missouri State University. He was in a football game that afternoon, and they let him get in the basketball game that evening. So the only person in history to score an NCAA touchdown and hit a three-pointer in an NCAA basketball game on the same day. Jeremy's son, Brady Nicholson, who set the record at Ash Grove, was the 2024 Springfield Area Tip-Off Club Most Valuable Player of the Year, setting the record for Ash Grove, also setting the blue and gold single game scoring record. So very familiar with the Nicholsons there, as I am with a lot of folks that are on this list. When you go back and you talk about the Arches from Marion C. earlier, Morrisville, I was actually in a wedding. I was the best man in a wedding for that Arts family. Now, she was the Arts getting married, Julie Arts, who was an outstanding softball player by her own right there. And when you talk about the guys from Ava, got to interview them as well. So a lot of these names, and they'll get more familiar as we go on here in just a moment.
And we also have lots of girl scoring bloodlines. And I'm sure we'll have more than it appears because of changing last names when a lady marries. We want to know the family connections, whatever the situation. But here are a few that most likely are sisters or cousins. I'll start with two who I know to be sisters. They are twins, Jalen and Briley Glenn. They each scored more than 1,000 points by the time they graduated from Barstow High in 2021. Jalen crossed 1,000 points in college this year at Kansas State University, and I'm sure Briley will do the same this year at the University of Minnesota. This pair might be an aunt and a niece. Carrie Irvin scored 1,205 points at Midway High by the time she graduated in 1997. McKenna Irvin put up 1,371 points in her career that ended in 2018. Who can help us out with that one? I think these two are sisters. Can someone confirm that? Shakira and Sharice Jones. They graduated from Francis Howell Central in 2006 and 2012, respectively. Shakira scored 2,439 points in high school before going on to play at the University of Missouri. Sharice scored 1,910 points at Francis Howell Central before playing collegiately at Missouri Southern. Here's another family that I think Guy can expand about, the Harmon family of Walnut Grove. Hannah Harmon graduated in 2011 with 1,688 points. Lexi Harmon in 2014 with 1,453 points. Heather Harmon graduated also in 2014 with 2,323 points. And Bailey Harmon graduated in 2018 with 2,364 points. What can you tell us about the Harmons?
Well, they're legends there at Walnut Grove. They're not all sisters, but they're all related, either first cousins or there are a couple of sisters on here. Heather Harmon and Bailey Harmon are sisters, and you can tell it when you look at them. They look exactly alike. Hannah Harmon, Lexi Harmon, they are cousins, but Lexi and Heather graduated the same year there in 2014, and they've been to 12 of the last 15 Final Fours with these Harmon groups that continue to come through. Looking at an opportunity maybe to get all of the Harmons on a show for an interview and find out who's the best player. I mean, right now you'd look at it, Bailey's kind of got maybe the edge on him because she outscored all of them. But Bailey didn't have to play with Heather and Lexi. Those two played together, so they were kind of sharing the ball a little bit there. And then Heather obviously went on and was a tremendous player at Drury University, and I believe is going into that to Hall of Fame as well.
Well, that's over 7,500 points from one family. And that's just the family members who scored over 1,000. I'm sure there are others. I'm thinking there might be a few grooves worn in that home driveway. As you can see, we are providing a lot of information, and there's more to add. We love doing this, but we can use your help. Who do you know who scored 1,000 career points as a boy or girl while at a Missouri high school? And the bonus round includes tracking the basketball bloodlines. Who is the father on the list? The mother, the son, daughter, grandfather, grandmother, cousins? Please tell us, and we will connect those dots and record that for all time on Missouri Milestones. And again, here's how you can see them all. Simply follow me on X at plain_sports and follow Guy on X at Scoreboard Guy. You will get regular updates on Missouri Milestones and much, much more, plus notifications of our many podcasts. Now, we are now ready for block 2 of this podcast. Guy, take it from here.
Yep. Stay tuned after this commercial break. You'll be hearing from Rod Gorman, who's a 1983 graduate of Licking High School. He's also in the Missouri Basketball Coaches Association Hall of Fame for his coaching prowess. Spent a lot of years at Logan Rogersville. Actually did the interview from in his vehicle, and as luck would have it, he was wearing a seatbelt. And we also remind you, along with the Missouri State Highway Patrol, to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Stay tuned for Rod Gorman on Missouri Milestones, the podcast, right after these messages.
Hi, I'll have the avocado toast minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything is so expensive these days. Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together we can do more.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support. For life. Great Southern Bank. Understanding what really matters.
Step into the new when you drive a Chevy. It's time for a fresh approach and a new perspective. And find the Chevy that's right for you. Find new experiences, find new roads. Chevy.
Hello again, everyone. Welcome back to the Missouri Milestones here on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com, where everyone has a home field advantage. Certainly glad you've tuned in. And as always, the Missouri State Highway Patrol reminds us to take that 3 seconds and buckle up. It's 3 seconds that could save your life. Be safe, be smart, and be here tomorrow. We're pleased to welcome to the show here on Missouri Milestones, 1983 graduate of Licking High School, Rod Gorman. Coach Gorman, how you doing, sir?
I'm great. Thank you for having me on.
You bet, Coach. And, 83, that's going back a ways, but we talked to a 1963 graduate earlier on Missouri Milestones. But tell us a little bit about what you remember about going over 1,000 points and maybe some of those folks you played against at Licking High School.
Well, it's been a while, so don't have a lot of memories of great details, but graduated in 83, played with some great players, played varsity for 3 years, so I wasn't really a prolific scorer by no means. Played more of a point guard role, and but did score some points and played against, some really good talented players. We played against Hayti in the state championship game, a very athletic team. St. James had some really good players. They had Shane Parker and Woolsey and R.V. Ellis and their team was stacked the years I was in high school as well. Willow Springs had some great players down there, Petrus and Brazier. So lots of good players and lots of good competition.
Talk a little bit about maybe the coaching staff. Who did you play for there at Licking in the early 80s?
Kip Drown was the varsity coach. Was my coach all 4 years of high school. That was the 4 years he was at Licking. Tremendous coach. Went on and coached at Southwest Baptist, and then I'm not sure exactly where he went after that, but great coach. And my brother Gary Gorman was the assistant coach, and he was there all 4 years as well.
And then after high school, and a lot of folks are going to be familiar with you being at Rogersville, athletic director. That's when we kind of first met. But take us through your college years and even high school years and some of the kids that you've had the opportunity to coach.
Well, I've coached 38 years, so had an opportunity to coach a lot of really good players. I played at Drury, had great connections there. My roommate was Ted Young, who was just, prolific scorer in high school and college. Mark Sparks, one of my best friends, got to play with him. Tommy Defaball. So some great players at Drury. Mike Blakesley. The list could go on and on. But and then when I started coaching in high school, my first year, I was fortunate. We had a 6'8" guy. I was at Bourbon High School, and I got to coach David Everson. He was a 6'8" senior and went on, played college basketball at Drury for a year or two. He was an all-stater, and got to coach at Bourbon 3 years. Billy Hunter was a great player that played there as well. So I'm not sure if he was all-state. I think he was. Went to Festus and had a really good team there. Was 30-1, won a state championship, but we didn't have a lot of superstar players. We had a lot of really good players. Jason Smith played college basketball. Jimmy Jones played college basketball. Joey Jones played college basketball. So several good players, but that team was made up of just athletes. They were a lot of those 3-sport guys, and David Lucas was our point guard, and he was a great baseball player and the quarterback on the football team. Got to play against Chris Carr that year, who played in the NBA. We played them in the district final. So that was, he was a great player in high school as well. Then I went to Cape Central and had some good teams over there. Nathan Owen, who went to Southeast Missouri State and ended up at Truman State. Joe Clark was the team captain at Army. Really good player for us. Jay Mystad, who was a really good high school basketball player, but he was over a 7-foot high jumper, and he high jumped for Mizzou. Andre Newbern went to Columbia College and was NAIA All-American, I think. He was a really good player. So then I came to Rogersville, and that, like you said, that's where I spent 20 years and a big part of my career. So many good players there. I inherited Matt Gershesky my first year and Greg Germany, and both college basketball players. And the next year I had Justin Shockley, who ended up marrying my niece, and he was a great player in high school. Brock Barton, Clint Underwood, Brian Barton. I mean, then you got into the Timmy Browns and Drew Richards, TJ Blakeney's, those guys. Then followed that up with like Matt Powell. Just so many good players. Drew Dunton, Joe Young, and then, there's several of those football players that year that played. Dylan Cole from the state championship football team. He was a great high school player. Corbin Medley, Justice Beaver. I got to coach my son Marcus, Christian Brown. Just so many good players there before I retired.
Being involved, like you said, as long as you have been over 40 years as a player, high school, college coach, what's maybe the biggest changes that you've seen? Obviously, in high school, the 3-point line wasn't available to you as a senior. Didn't come in until 1986. But what are some of the big changes that you've seen at the high school level?
Well, like you said, when I played, Coach Drown said, don't be shooting outside 15 feet. Didn't need to shoot out there. And, now you don't even shoot a 15-footer hardly. So My last year in college, 86, 87 was the first year for the 3-point line. So I got to play with the 3-point line 1 year in college. And then my first year coaching was the first year it was in high school basketball, 87, 88. So, and, we didn't utilize the 3-pointer a great deal at that time. We got, we put more importance on it as the years went on. But now, I mean, every player shoots threes, 20 years ago, we didn't have our centers taking 3-point shots. Now we practice 3-point shots with everyone. There's very little post-up game in the game of basketball anymore. It's, if you're going to play with your bigs, you're trying to get it to them on the move, screen and rolls, and just trying to get them on the move with the basketball rather than having them go down in there and post up and throw it to them.
As you look back at some of the games that you've got to coach, obviously they're very memorable blue and gold moments. They're the state championship run moments. What are 2 or 3 of those moments that really stand out over the last 4 decades?
Man, there is so many. One, I just want to say this: my 20 years at Rogersville, every time we played Nixon Ozark with Jay Osborne and Steve Hunter was enjoyable. I mean, that's just that was as good as it got. I mean, it didn't matter. You just knew you were going to hook it up, and it was going to be a battle. So those guys, getting to coach against those guys was special. As far as great moments for me that were coaching, obviously in the Tournament of Champions, beating Poplar Bluff in the semifinals when they had 2 pros on their team, the Hansborough brothers, was you just you don't forget moments like that. Timmy Brown making that 25-footer to win it was, that's just an incredible game. Winning the state championship game, we won that. I mean, I don't want to say easily, but we were ahead at 25 points at one time, and then it got a little bit tight toward the end, make a guy nervous, but you don't forget state championships by no means. And one of the funnest games was Marcus's freshman year. It was our 500th win, and we beat Republic, who was the state champion that year, at our place in the semifinals of our tournament, and in a great game. I think it was overtime, not sure, but I think it was. And then the next night we beat Ozark, and so it was another one of those great battles with Coach Hunter. So I mean, those are just a few examples, but there was so many of them. Like you said, winning the blue and gold. I mean, that's so hard to do. So doing that is definitely special as well.
Well, I get an opportunity. I'm president of, excuse me, the Springfield area tip-off club luncheons that we have every Monday, and Mark Fisher is often in attendance. Coach Bill Rowe is always there. Trevor, the new AD at Republic, he's there a lot. But they get to talk about some of these old moments, and it's very. I graduated Mount Vernon. I played for Skip Brock, who I don't know how he's still doing it, but he is as well. But Coach, it's been a great pleasure to get to visit with you and here on the Missouri Milestones. This is not a club. There's no secret handshakes. There's no membership dues. It's 1,000 points, and congratulations on it. It's a great honor, and it was great to catch up with you.
Hey, thanks for having me on, and we appreciate what you do for high school basketball and just basketball in general, because it's a great sport and it's been good to so many people like myself. So we appreciate you.
All right, thank you, Coach. Couldn't do it without you guys. Hey, we'll be right back here on Missouri Milestones on the Missouri Sports Network, MissouriSportsNetwork.com. Back after this.
Hi. I'll have the avocado toast minus the avocado.
So, toast.
Yeah. Everything is so expensive these days. Hey, Chevy gets it. That's why they're keeping prices down to earth, like on the most affordable EV in America. A super strong and capable Chevy truck. And a high-tech Chevy SUV. Why is Chevy making affordable vehicles connected by OnStar? It's so together, we can do more.
We believe banking should make your life greater. It starts with affordable options to meet today's needs and tomorrow's dreams. From smart account options that fit your style to flexible loans for what comes next. It means convenient ways to access and manage your money whenever you need it and wherever you're headed. Most of all, it takes great support. Someone you can count on for trusted guidance and to be there for you every step of the way. Great options, great convenience, great support. For life. Great Southern Bank.